Hello and welcome back to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff. I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late. I was in the middle of mowing my 3 acres, so kind of lost track of time. Anyway, today we're going to continue to build set number 910043. This is the Forest Stronghold. It's the set that it's one of the Bricklink designer sets, and you can only get it through Bricklink. A limited time. They only do like anywhere from 10,000 to I think 30,000. I don't think they broke above 30,000, but they go ahead and they limited run. You got to buy it then, you pay for it, and then you wait a few months, then it comes in. So anyway, we've gotten bags 1 through 10 done, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and switch cameras so that I'm not shaking the table because the other one's not linked to the table. Okay, here we go. This is bags 1 through 10 right here, and I'm going to switch screens so that I have. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Okay, here we go. All right. So bags 1 through 10 are done, and we're just going to go ahead and get started here. And oh, where did my screen go? I love technology. So anyway, here we go. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm having a great day. I got up early, really early, to the point where my neighbors would have killed me if I would have mowed my lawn that early. That's how early. But I did, I've got a house showing today. For those who don't know, my house is still on the market. And who knows if it will sell or not. That's not really the important part. Important part is somebody's coming over today to look at it. And I got the call yesterday, so I wanted to do everything I could to get the house ready. So that's the reason for the rush. Oh, see, I messed this all up. Let's fix this. And Forever Brick Kingdom, how you doing? And it's awesome to have you. Thanks for subscribing. And for the rest of you out there, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you're watching this over on Rumble, give it a rumble. If you're watching this over on YouTube, hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. I always appreciate those things. I hate repeating it, but honestly, that's what the metrics are to grow a channel. So I do need to repeat it so that people don't forget and they do it. So hello, John. How you doing? So in keeping with what I was saying, because there's a showing of the house today, the inside of the house wasn't too bad. And that's because my cleaning lady came by just on Thursday, 2 days ago. So it wasn't too bad. But the rest of the house, though, the outside, I admit I haven't been keeping up with the lawn. So I had quite the number to do there. And I've got 3 acres, well, just a hair under 3 acres. And it's almost all grass, weeds, whatever. And there's one section that I really, really don't like getting. And that's because the previous owner treated this land like a trash can. And I mean, seriously, if you could have seen the house before I bought it, there were junk cars in the side yard. And, there was 2 abandoned buses on the property. It was pretty bad. And I admit that I bought this property based off of the value that I saw in it, not the value that was necessarily in it at the time. Okay, wait a minute. I messed that up. That does not go there. Okay, so that goes there. Sorry, guys. Just trying to get this all together. But yeah, the side property, everything was pretty bad. And, or the whole entire property was. And I don't like mowing this one section because I call it the side yard. It's on the side of the shop away from the house. I don't like getting it because I've lost a few tires on my riding mower back there around that side yard. And so I really just don't like being back there at all. And slowly over time, I've picked up trash. I'm talking about concrete chunks, talking about this guy on the side used to do painting. And I swear I found a million and one old paintbrushes just thrown on the ground. And sometimes when it rains, I find more paintbrushes because it wears some of it away. I found in like paint can lids with paint because they just dump it on the ground. Or they did. They don't anymore because they don't own the property. Anyways, I've had to clean up wire. They had one of those invisible fences for dogs that, well, you talk to the son, it worked like magic. If you talk to the dad, he said it never worked. So which one, I don't know. Don't really care. All I know is it's wire for me to run over with my lawnmower, with my riding lawnmower, and I hate it. In fact, it's just another reason for me to hate them. And yes, I did use a word as strong as hate. Because they just, I really hate to say it, but y'all have heard about Midas, how everything he touched turned to gold. Well, putting it nicely, these people had the opposite. Everything they touched went to crap. And if I would have known that, I don't know if I would have bought this property, to be honest. But I own it now, so I own the problems that come with it. And that is what I'm trying to rectify. And like I said, every time they empty the trash each week, I've been going through and grabbing trash and just kind of throwing it away. And it's worked out pretty well because I don't want to like take it to the dump. There's a lot. But, you know, I've been here 3 years and I've been doing this over time and a lot of it's cleaned up. But today I ran over some more wire and it got on the underside of my riding lawnmower. So I had to like tip it up, put a piece of wood underneath it and unravel it. And that wasn't that fun. I wish people didn't do stuff like that. I mean, it's beautiful, pristine land. There's no reason to wreck it and make it look like crap. But I guess some people just don't understand that. But anyway, if you don't know, my channel is a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. As you see, my first name is Jeff. I go by either Chip or Jeff. I am definitely a city boy. Everything I've ever grown up in, city-wise, has usually been over 1 million people. This is the first time in my life that I'm in an area where the population is 2,299 people, and I don't even live in town. I live outside of town. That's how remote it is. So I'm a city boy trying to fake it as a country boy. And I almost renamed my channel that once. All right, we're getting into the first minifigure of this. And this is going to be one of these Forestmen. Okay. Don't have a name for him, just one of the Robin Hood men, as we used to call them as kids. Oh, he needs a book. Let's get the book. Now, see, since I bought this house, I've been trying to improve it. And one of the things that I've been trying to improve, well, one of the many things, is that this house had no smart features whatsoever. And one of the first things I did was put in a Nest thermostat. And I love the Nest thermostat because you can control it from your phone. And when you're away from home, it automatically shuts itself or puts itself on standby mode kind of thing. So it uses a lot less power and electricity. And that's what I like about it. So I've added that to the house. And in addition, I added security cameras, which also can be viewed and controlled from my phone. They don't have to be, though. So it's awesome. That's awesome. And then the latest thing I did, the garage door. The garage door also can be controlled by the phone. And that's a really nice feature because I don't know if you guys have that or have a garage door like that, but it's really nice because if you forget if you close the door or not, all you have to do is look on your phone. It'll tell you how long it's been open or closed. And if you need to, you push a button on your phone anywhere in the world, you have internet connection, and the dang thing will open or close the door just fine. So, yeah. And then my latest thing is we added an air conditioner. We had the air conditioner, but we hooked it up. And I've had this air conditioner for 3 years. And I really hate to admit this, but I didn't pay attention. And it was only this time when I took it out of the box for the winter that I realized that it said it could be controlled by an app. So we've got the app installed. And while I was mowing the lawn, when I had about 20 minutes left, I opened the app while sitting on the lawnmower and hit turn on. And that's exactly what it did. It turned on my air conditioner so that when I came up here, it wasn't blazing hot. And by the way, speaking of blazing hot, today in Idaho, they're saying that we are either going to tie or break the record temperature for this day. So it's a hot one out there. I went out there about 8:30 in the morning, and it was already warm. And that's when I started doing my mowing of my lawn. And it was funny because I started doing it, and the people on the other side of me started doing it, and then the neighbor on the other side got out his weed whacker. So we were all out there making a bunch of noise at the same time early in the morning. They must have got the memo how hot it was going to be. And I don't know how these people know this, but every year that I've been here, the people tell me, oh, it's going to be a really hot summer, or it's going to be a really cold winter, lots of snow. And they're always right. And John, I don't know if you were planning on joining or not. I sent you a link through Facebook, but if you can't join, that's cool too. I totally get it. And keep in mind, this is only half the build. There's like a bridge that goes in between them. So there's actually a heck of a lot to this build. Okay, so what the heck did I do wrong here? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shoot, I totally screwed this up. Let me fix this then. All right. There's that. Okay. And what else is there? There's this. Okay. Now we're cooking with some gas, as they say. So we're sticking a meat cleaver inside of a barrel. I don't really want to know what they used to do with that. Oh, and there's a dog in here too. Is that coincidental? Let's ask Enzo. John, how's it going?
Good afternoon. This didn't give me any problems
John,
this
how's
time.
it going?
Good afternoon.
How you doing, man?
Give me any problems
John, how's it going?
I'm turning a few things off. Okay, that's better. The camera's on. Everything's working. Okay. Everything's fine.
All right. So what'd you do this morning so far?
Just ran some errands. Went to BJ's. Got myself some meat. Nothing important. The eggs are finally starting to come down, so I got some eggs too.
Yeah. Well, speaking of eggs, me and Spencer got 8 baby chicks last Sunday, and
That's it? You're gonna need more than that.
what was that?
You need at least 100 of them.
Well, baby chicks are cute, but they're also annoying. and I had them in the house in the spare bedroom, but I kicked them out yesterday because I really hate to say it, but they were smelling so bad. And I'm the kind of person that I like pets, I like animals, but I do not like walking into a house and smelling that somebody has animals. That includes myself. So I kicked them out in the garage, but it's definitely warm enough. They'll be fine. Can't wait for them to start producing eggs, though.
How long is that before you from the day you buy them? 1 year, 2 years?
Um, I got them. They're still pretty young, so they're only. I'd say they're maybe 3 weeks old, 4 weeks old, maybe. And it takes about 5, 6 months before they start laying.
Well, that's all. I thought it took a whole year.
Let's see.
I thought it took a year.
Yeah, yeah. They end up laying for a total of well, it depends on the breed. Some breeds will lay for several years, but I'd say typically my experience has been only about 3, sometimes longer. So
I definitely get at least 2 or 3 dozen chickens.
yeah. Well, Spencer and I have talked about expanding, getting more. Like, okay, so there's a coop. I don't know how to explain this. There's an area they can run free, and it's completely caged, like the top, sides, everything, and so no predators can get in. And the coop is on the edge of it, and there's a door to the coop, so they can go into that area. What we want to do is on the opposite side of the cage, is that we want to go ahead and get more another chicken coop and get more chickens. And we're also talking about buying chicken wire, and because there's part of our fencing is cattle fencing, and the holes are big enough that chickens full grown can get through it. So, but the majority of our fence is chicken wire, so they can't get through it. So what we want to do is buy enough chicken wire to cover the areas that are cattle fencing, and then we can let them free range because they'll eat the heck out of grasshoppers and crickets, which will keep your feed bill way down. Have you ever had chickens before, John?
No, my neighbors have.
Your neighbors have? Okay.
And my ex was a farmer. Well, the wife, and well, the her father. So he kept pigs.
Okay. Well, I'm not much of a farmer or anything, but because I grew up in the city. However, I do like the country experience, and so far, chickens is all I've done. But
They seem easy enough to keep.
yeah, they are. Okay, let's see. Turn this all the way around. So Spencer had to work today. He doesn't normally work on Saturdays, but the place he works for, they build pallets, and they had these huge pallets they had to build out of steel, and they're so large that they have to go on an oversized truck, and the permit is for Monday for them to move it down the highway. And the steel that they needed for the thing was late, and it arrived late last night. And if you don't use the oversized permit on the day of the permit, you have to get another one.
Mm-hmm.
So they had everybody come in and work today so they can get it done and not have to get another permit. One second here. Okay, never mind. thought maybe Spencer was home, but so I heard something, but no one answered back. So, oh well. Man. So, what's the news on the puppy? Anything?
I'm still trying to get pictures. She was supposed to be sending more of the other 2 litters.
Okay. It must be getting exciting to be at this point.
Well, I'm more anxious and frustrated at the same time because she's not moving fast enough
Okay.
with the information.
Yeah, that would I agree, John. If I was in your shoes, I'd be frustrated too with little or no communication.
Well, no, we communicate. It's just that she's a busy vet as well, or a vet and nurse, and she's got a lot on her plate with all the litters she has.
Okay.
I don't want to be a nag.
Yeah, well, actually, I better be nice to Miss Chip. I was going to say something about being a nag, but I'll just leave that alone. So yesterday was a fun day for me. I've got a friend, Tim, that I've known for about as long as I've known you, John.
Mm-hmm.
And ironically, I met him through the same game, by the way. And he, oh boy, he says I'm missing a piece. How could I be missing a piece? Oh, because I put the wrong one right here. All right. He's a truck driver, and so he doesn't know like where he's going to be very often. And yesterday was a day where he got a hold of me and says, "Hey, are you going to be home tomorrow? Because I'm coming through your town. Because the Interstate 15 goes right through our town." So anyway, yeah, he stopped by yesterday and we had dinner together, or late lunch, whatever you want to call it. And it's always good to see an old friend, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, when my truck driver that I follow drives, I plug in the interstate to find out where he's going. It's kind of fun to do.
That's pretty cool, man. What's the name of that channel again?
Callahan Trucking. So I freeze frame the screen as the interstate signs are going by, and I plug that into Google Maps to see where he is.
Does he ever go through Utah?
Yes,
or Idaho?
All the time. Utah, the entire Midwest.
Okay.
I think he was by Route 23 last time, or Interstate 23.
Okay. No, I don't know that one.
That was south of Des Moines, Iowa.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I finally got my headset to work. It wasn't. I turned it on earlier before the stream, and the lights just started flashing, which means it wasn't connecting.
Those windmills on your city doesn't look like they belong there. They look too big.
They won't be when I'm done. They won't be too big because in the background, keep in mind I'm not at the city ground level yet. I'm just building the underside of the city. But yeah, I can understand that. All right, let's see what do we got here. And that is what's. And thanks for bringing that up. I'm going to be working on that this week too. I ordered some parts, and it's kind of what I'm waiting for, because I don't want to get much further without doing this one section, and that's the waves. And I ordered the pieces. And according to the tracking, it's supposed to be here this week, and so, because of the possible delays, I can't give you an exact day, but I'm hoping that one day this week I'll be able to do a live stream on the city and just work on it some more. Let's see. Oh, also, I have a show at the end of the week at Stadler's. It's a, what do you call it? A train manufacturer. Okay, so I got that. Oh, what's that? All right. Well, I've got plenty of other sets I can build. This is only the second one of this Bricklink Designer Series that I've started building. I've got 3 other ones besides this one, and we'll get to those soon. What's really cool is I started working on a 3-in-1 set, and I think it kind of goes with this. It's this dragon. So this is not part of this set. Like I said, this is a 3-in-1. I think it's set number 31161. I shot the video, edited it this morning, really early, before remember I said I got up before I could make noise outside. That's what I was doing. So anyway, the video for this guy, time-lapse build, is coming out tomorrow. And because it's a 3-in-1, I have 3 copies of it, and we'll do a video for each one of the copies, and then we'll do a 4th video where we compare all 3 of them side by side.
You need to do that F1 car that I showed you.
I don't remember that.
I tagged you.
Oh, that large one? Are you talking about the one where it had a bunch of large ones?
It's not the life-size one, if that's what you mean.
Oh, okay. No, I don't remember. I just remember the life-size one. Oh, shoot. I'll have to go back and look. I have all the F1 cars, those small ones.
No, this is a bigger one.
A bigger one. Okay. I don't think I bought that one. I will say this, though. Lego's getting on my nerves because they raised their prices, and I don't mean to get political. So if you find this political, I'm sorry, but
who cares?
It affects me directly, so I'm going to talk about it. These tariffs. Lego raised their prices because of the tariffs. And then, as you know, there's a 90-day pause with the European Union. And Lego had no problems jacking up the price. But now that there's been a pause, Lego has not lowered the prices back down.
Yeah, that's milking the customers at that point. They should lower the prices at the time they did the pause.
Yeah, they're just being buttheads. So anyway, I'm not too happy with Lego and their decision to do that crap. I mean, if they're going to jack it up because tariffs and then tariffs get paused, they should lower it because of tariffs. Because it got paused. There's no reason to keep it up there, but whatever.
Probably already tariffs on there before he he threatened them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't doubt that. That's one thing that I'm actually afraid Lego is going to, because of their greed, I'm afraid they're going to price themselves out. I know people in my club, my lug, that have stopped purchasing Lego sets. And I have not quit. I have not stopped altogether, but I have slowed down quite a bit.
How are they going to stop purchasing the sets if they're part of the Lego system? Makes no sense.
They won't buy sets. They will go on like Bricklink and they'll buy individual like pieces to build their own builds. But as far as buying a set, no, because they're too expensive. So. Yeah, I know at least 3 members of my lug that have stopped buying altogether sets. Like I said, they'll buy individual things, pieces, and I have not stopped, but I've slowed down. So
They'll feel that too.
yeah, well, I hope they do feel that. They need to, because I just think they're letting their greed get in the way. Because keep in mind that it was a few years ago, like 2.5, 3 years ago, Lego across the board raised their prices 25% because they said inflation, and so they've already jacked up the price, and then now they're doing it again because of tariffs. Tariffs get paused and they don't put it back down.
False
So
excuses. Let them eat the cost for once.
yeah, well, if you're keeping track, that's the first 4 bags of today. We're on bag 15 right now. We're starting it at least. And we're going to build another Forestmen, the little Robin Hood guys. Oh, this is a Robin Hood gal. Okay, unless there's guys wearing lipstick. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. So yeah, Spencer and I need to vacate the house today for a little bit while somebody looks at the house.
I thought you were stopping and looking at it. You were not doing that anymore.
Oh, I'm hoping it doesn't sell, but it's still on the market.
You gotta make up your mind.
No, I have made up my mind. I don't want to sell.
Then why have someone look at it?
Because I feel bad about my real estate agent putting all that time and money in advertising the place.
Tough crap. They can eat it too.
All right, that's the spirit. Yeah, I mean, you got a point. I really don't want to sell though. It's
So then tell her.
what's that?
Tell her that.
Yeah, I could tell them that.
Because if some guy offers you the right price, you're gonna sell.
Yes, that's true. If they did offer the right price. But the good thing is, though, if I were to sell this home, I could buy some land next door and build a new house. And I wouldn't have the problems I do with this one.
Grass isn't always greener on the other side.
Yeah, that's true, too.
You ever hear of Boise State Park?
Yeah.
That's where my trucker territory is. That general vicinity.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty far from there, but I know where it's at. Okay.
They do like 700 to 800 miles a clip.
Dang, man, that's a lot. You realize it's like 800 miles from here to California.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 800 miles is a lot.
He generally he does California, he does the Midwest, he does New Mexico. The entire West pretty much.
Okay. Well, if he goes on Interstate 80.
Yeah, he is. He does all the time.
I've been on Interstate 80 a lot because my grandparents, we used to go visit them every summer at least. And we lived in California. We used to travel across 80 to get there. And one of my favorite spots to go was, what do you call that? Reno. Because they had Circus, and back in the day, Circus was nice. I made the mistake of about 4 or 5 years ago when Mrs. Chip was visiting me. She wanted to go to Vegas, and I thought, yeah, let's go to Circus. I've been to the one in Reno many times. And, as soon as I booked the trip, I was telling people about it, like family, and they're like, oh, you don't want to go there. And I'm like, why not?
Never listen to family.
Well, in this case, they were right, John. because Circus has not kept up the casino. It's a dump. I mean, you walk into the main lobby and the carpet has stains on it. And the rooms were nasty. In fact, the first room we got, we had to go to the front desk and just tell them, hey, look, your air conditioner's not working and you're in Las Vegas. Yeah, we need another room. I agree with you, though. Normally, I don't like to listen to family and their opinion. Just because they don't like it doesn't mean I won't like it. And in fact, usually means I will like it. So, what are your plans for the rest of the day, John?
Clean the house, do more walking. Not much. I may go to the racetrack, get some coffee.
Okay. Well, Spencer
on the east coast, on the west coast, so I need something to help keep me up.
Yeah. Well, Spencer, he's been helping out my one-armed brother-in-law, Steve, and when we go and leave the house today, we're going to go down there and, well, I'm going to drop him off, and then I'm going to keep going because I'm going to go to Costco and Walmart and get us some good food for the week.
Yeah, I'm all stocked up on that. I don't have to worry about that yet. Next week, yes.
Yeah. We have a grocery store here in town, but they're really pricey because they're a standalone.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, and Mrs. Chip says Natalie is able to see Anais play her soccer game today. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, my 3-year-old granddaughter plays soccer. She's an all-star player, by the way. I'm just kidding. I have no idea how good she plays. Oh, wait a minute. That's why. Okay, so this is saying that I'm short one. Did I mess up something? I had to have. Let's see. Huh. There isn't one I can steal off of anywhere else because these are the wrong kind. Nice. Let's see there. I don't see where I did it wrong. Huh. Well, here's one of them over here. Hopefully I don't need it. Hopefully I'll find out what happened soon. Because usually it's my mistake when I say I'm short pieces. Well, I wish I could see her game. I'd watch it.
No, that's one boring sport.
Well, there is one sport even more boring than soccer, in my opinion. And that's golf.
Oh, I thought you would have said baseball.
No, actually, I like baseball. Growing up, my dad used to take me to the Oakland A's games.
Okay.
Because we lived like 40 minutes from the A Stadium. Of course, I don't know. Are they still the Oakland A's or are they something else now?
They're in Sacramento now.
Oh, they are? Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, we need some pieces from over here. All right.
My grout cleaning is coming along. Slowly but surely.
Okay. So progress is being made is what you're saying?
Yeah, stuff does work. The best way to do it is get on your hands and knees and scrub rather than try to use a long handle brush for leverage. The long handle brush doesn't work.
Okay. Oh, cool, man.
Now you have knee pads.
You almost need them, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure, Mrs. Chip, what time he gets off work. And he wasn't either, because they said that it was make it or break it, because that oversized permit is only good for Monday. So they have to get done today no matter what happens. So he wasn't sure what time he was getting off of work. Okay, so it has a couple of pieces on here, but it's not highlighted where they go. Thanks, Lego. I appreciate that.
Well, tell me you're missing a piece.
I grabbed it from another, what do you call it, pile. Oh, yeah, okay. It's a misprint. I always love these. Here we go. Let's do this.
No, you don't.
Huh?
No, you don't.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's see.
You don't love misprints.
Oh yeah, we love misprints. Why does it not? Oh, there we go. Okay. So here I'll show you guys here. So you see on this one, it tells you that you need 4 of this piece, and then they highlight it in red, and then it says 2 of this and 1 of this, but it's not on here at all. But it goes right here and here, because if you go the next one, all of a sudden they're pictured in there, but they're not in here in the little box up here. So thank you, Lego.
No Greg today?
What's that?
No Greg today?
Oh no, I guess not. Yeah, I guess not. Didn't notice that. I know he works Saturdays. I'm not sure what time he gets off, but yeah. Okay, so this is the part where the further I get into the build, the slower my computer moves, because this PDF file is freaking huge.
You're building those from a PDF file?
Yeah, Lego, and this is one of those things that if you talk to fans, they hate it, because you pay extra money for these sets, and the instructions are PDFs, they're not printed.
Are they doing that for every set, or just the big ones?
Just these specialized ones.
No.
They said that they were going to do it for every set, and then they got a lot of backlash from fans. They said no. And so Lego abandoned their plans to do that, but they still did it for these ones. And that's the part that I find irritating, is that these sets cost more than the regular sets because of the detail, but they go cheap by not giving us the instructions. And something must have happened. I must have used a brick somewhere, because I was short a 1x4 regular brick, and here we got this one. So that's definitely me. Okay, and they gave me an extra one of these, and these are not normally extras. So somewhere I'm going to find out that I missed a spot or a piece. Okay. I think 1 second here. All right. Hold on 1 second, guys. I got to do something here. Well, I thought Spencer was home. Anyway. All right, so we are on the next bag, which is, I think, 16. Yeah, 16. This almost makes me want to find my other castle sets and put them together.
All of them?
Yeah, all of them. I've got quite a few. Even from the 80s and 90s, I've got some. So when you were a kid, John, did you ever have Lego Castle at all?
No.
Okay,
I was a ball player.
a ball player. Okay, you were at least aware they came out with them, right?
Yes, I had Legos for houses, not for that
Okay.
stuff.
Well, I used to. There was a Toys R Us in a shopping center, and my mom used to go to. I think it was called Montgomery Fabrics. They're not there anymore, I'm sure, but um, my mom would go there, and then I would be allowed to walk to the end of the thing strip mall by myself because there's a Toys R Us store, and I used to love going to the Toys R Us store because back then, that's when Lego had the flip lid to the box, and then you could see all the cool pieces and sometimes some of the minifigures. And I used to daydream when I flipped the lid up and just kind of took the lid.
It was like a treasure hunt.
Yeah, it's a lot like that. All right. I'm still doing the 3D printing, by the way. And I think I perfected the design as far as I want to perfect it for the small drawers for the acro mills. Right now, I took a whole entire spool of the PLA plastic, and I'm just printing until I'm out because I want to know how many I can get per print. And yes, I do know the rendering software tells you how many grams it uses. However, it doesn't tell you how many errors you're going to have and which ones are going to be ruined. And so I just want to run a real test and not include the ones that are misprints to see how much I can yield off of one reel. That will tell me on whether I can make enough to be able to charge enough to be able to sell those online.
Yeah, nice shot, Caitlin. Welcome to 50 Ways to Make a Three-Pointer. No good.
What you watching there, John?
Oh, one of the shorts came on
Okay.
by accident. I was flipping through them. I forgot to mute it.
Oh, you're fine. I just heard somebody talking all of a sudden. So,
I got my TV on in the background too. Very low.
oh boy.
At least the game is on earlier tonight.
Who's playing tonight?
Dodgers and the Yankees.
And you're a Yankees fan?
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing more annoying than a Dodger fan.
Well, you have seen that meme. It's not about baseball. It's about football, where it talks about it has a, I can't remember which team it has. I think it has Dallas Cowboys shirt, and then it has a box of Tide, and it says "gets the shit right out of your shirt," and it changes the team logo to some other team after the box of Tide. So.
So you have driven through Boise State Park?
I have not. I know where it's at, but no. I don't know if you know, but Boise State Park is not actually in Boise, but it's not that far. Boise is like 6 hours from me.
Oh no, it's Boysen State Park.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Wrong. Yeah. No, I've never been there. Never even heard of it. I thought you said Boise.
Hmm.
Boysen. Okay.
Not a canyon driving.
Now, here's one for you. Have you heard of, in Canada, Nahanni Valley?
No.
Oh, that's got a terrifying story. It's also known as the Headless Valley. And it's because people have gone gold mining there, and there is gold to be had there. It's very remote. And people find gold, and then they lose their head.
Indians.
That's been the speculation, by the way. But yeah, I don't really know what to say. I mean, if it was me, I don't think I'd want to. That's not a fair trade. Gold for my head? No, I'm good. But if you guys know who Ballin Studios is, Heath's done a story on it, and so has some other YouTubers, and it's a really good story, by the way. Oh, boy.
Fast hour. You're going 51 minutes already.
I know. I'm not going to get through the bags that I wanted to, because I laid out 10 bags, and we're only on bag number 6. There's no way we're going to get as far as I wanted, and that's okay. I originally said 4 or 5 streams, and so 4 or 5 streams is going to still be. And Forever Brick Kingdom, hello, how you doing? Awesome purchase, thank you.
Hey, Brick.
All right, so we need to do another one. And this is the second one we're building. The first one we did from the Bricklink Designer 3 series was the Lost City. And then we still have the Art of Chocolate, the Harbor Master something, I don't remember what it's called. And then we've got the camper one. I don't remember what it's called either. All right, we're going to do one last bag. And then because I have prior commitments, I'll need to get going after this. But yeah, we'll get this bag done. And
Yeah, where are you going?
huh?
Where are you going?
I'm going to my sister's house, and then grocery shopping. That's what I'm going to be doing. Well, I appreciate that. It's not my design, but I agree that it looks really cool. And this is minifigure number 3, another archer. This is the first archer, second archer. Okay, let's turn this around. I have to turn it around the same direction as the build. I've never gotten good at building upside down from the instructions and all that. I get too confused. And I'm going to blame my confusion on being married 28 years. Love the Twin Tower. Yeah, me too. I think that's a nice touch to this thing, having the little bridge in between them and all that stuff. Miss Chip says, "Boy, you've been confused way before you met me." Well, that's right. If I wasn't confused, maybe I wouldn't have gotten married. I'm just kidding. She gonna kill me. It's great. It's great to be the king. As you guys ever seen History of the World Part 1 with Mel Brooks? You ever seen that, John?
No.
Oh, that's an oldie. Basically, he does a bunch of dumb things. Like there's one part where it's supposed to take place during the French Revolution, and anyways, there's these two women wearing bustiers, and he grabs her boobs and he goes, "Ah, oh, it's great to be the king." And then it's just stupid. He just does some dumb things, and he just keeps saying, "It's great to be the king." I think my favorite part of that movie is during the Roman period. I know Mrs. Chip has seen History of the World Part 1, and it is definitely out there. But during the Roman times, they have the Roman Senate talking about they're voting on how to spend the money, and they said, "Should we get housing? Should we spend our money on some sort of palace or something, or should we get housing for the poor? How do you vote?" And the whole entire Senate in unison yell, "F the poor." And that's how they voted it.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. You know, Cuppa, I agree with you on that. I don't like these limited. I mean, I like the sets. I just don't like how they release them, because it makes it really hard. I mean, like, what was it? The second series, I only was able to get one because I forgot that they were releasing it that morning, and so I can't remember. It was a logging train. That was the only one I was able to get, and because I forgot that they released it that day, and when I did remember a few hours later, it was the same day, just a few hours later, everything was sold out but the logging train. So it's one of those that if you don't jump on it, you just don't get it. And I don't think that's cool, because, I mean, not all of us sit at a computer all day long, or if you have to work or something, you know, and the fact that they sell out so quickly tells me that if they were to even double the production, they'd still be able to sell them all. And then Lego complains that people buy them, and then as soon as they get them, they put on the resale market for almost twice as much as the original price.
That's their problem.
Yeah, they're creating that problem. Lego, I mean. Okay.
Any more animal encounters?
Did you say counters?
Any more animal encounters? Wild animals?
Oh, no. Other than Mrs. Chip once in a while.
No, snakes.
No, I'm just joking. No, I haven't. It's been pretty calm. I guess I did have a wild animal encounter, but not how you're thinking. So kind of gross, but I had a chicken, the chicken coop. I had to clean it out, so I started cleaning it out before I mowed the lawn today. And there was an old bucket in there, and the bucket, it was dry, but it was upright. And when I went to wash it out, there were 5 dead mice in there, and because they couldn't get out, and that was gross. And what's even more gross is I threw them on the ground and ended up mowing the lawn a few minutes later and just slicing them up. So I'm a very nice guy. Okay, so this thing says I'm missing pieces, but I'm just going to steal from over here. Yeah, the see, it says I'm missing another one of those same pieces again, and there's no way. Okay, since we're at I found one over here, but it was a different pile. I'm just gonna grab one from my collection, so I don't keep having this problem stealing it from other things. All right, Lego's being a little bit gruesome because they have this skeleton's leg detached from him. So not only was he in the dungeon, but he lost a leg. All right, guys, we are a little over an hour, and we've got through bag 17 done. We went through 17. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop it right here, and I'm going to thank you, John, for being here today. Keep in mind, it will be a few days before I can do another one of these streams for this one. Tomorrow is the video for the first video of the 1 and 3. And I do think this actually looks really cool next to it. But they are 2 separate sets. But we'll be doing the review of this, and we'll be doing 4 videos, 1 for each of the 3-in-1s, and then the 4th one where we have all 3 versions side by side. So, all right, guys, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on all notifications, leave me a comment below, and everyone have a great Saturday. I'll catch you guys later.
Catch you on the next one.
All right, bye.